After you purchase your domain name, it's time to buy website hosting. However, it is important to first understand what website hosting is and why is it required. See, a website is nothing but a collection of web pages that are just like regular computer files you are used to work with. When somebody tries to open a certain page of your website, he or she is simply requesting the content of one or more files that make up your website. Like you need to turn on your computer in order to read a PDF file, for example, the computer that stores your website files also needs to stay on. Now, since your website needs to stay live 24/7, the computer hosting your website also cannot go to sleep. Have you encountered a website which works during the day but goes off at night? No, right? You can have a computer at your home or in your office and you can deploy your website on it. It's definitely possible. And in that case, you do not need to buy any website hosting. But what you need to do is arrange an uninterrupted power supply for the computer that will host your website files. You will also need a stable and a super fast internet connection, air conditioning to cool the computer down, and a strong firewall to avoid possible hacking attempts, and so on. There is actually a lot more than you can even imagine. And it is practically very difficult to overcome the challenges associated with hosting a website on your own infrastructure. This is where website hosting companies come in. These companies operate data centers that have special infrastructure to support 24/7 operation of your website. They will basically rent out one of their computers to you, and in return, they'll charge you some monthly fees for that. The hosting company will take care of everything, which would obviously free you of all the duties that I just mentioned earlier. The cost of website hosting depends on the resources they are offering. For example, the amount of storage on the hard disk, the amount of RAM, the computing speed of the processor, internet bandwidth, everything has got a role to play in determining the website hosting cost. I hope I was able to explain the theory behind the need of a website hosting. There are different types of hosting that you can buy. You probably must have heard about shared hosting, virtual private server hosting, dedicated hosting, and cloud hosting. These are just some of the names that you must have encountered while browsing the internet. In this video, I'll show you how to buy a specialized hosting which is meant to host WordPress websites, and it is called Managed WordPress Hosting. We'll buy that hosting from Namecheap, and Namecheap sells managed WordPress hosting under the banner of EasyWP. So let us see how to buy hosting from EasyWP. So let us visit EasyWP's website, and if you scroll down, you can see what features they are offering. They've given a comparison with the other web hosts like Bluehost, GoDaddy, WP Engine, and Kinsta. If you scroll down a bit further, you'll see the pricing of their different hosting plans. So here it is. They are currently offering 3 hosting plans, and you can see their offerings in each of their plans. I believe for starters, this plan on the left is more than enough. 50k visitors, the number is huge, and 10 GB of hard disk storage, SSD storage is more than enough for you to begin with. So we'll go with this. And if you check out the yearly billing option, you'll get some discount. So let us select monthly billing option, and they're offering first month for $1, which is very good. So I'll click on get started. I already have an account on Namecheap, and I assume you bought your domain from Namecheap as well. So you also have an account with Namecheap. I don't need to create a new account. What I'll do is I'll click on login with Namecheap and use the account that I already have there. So I'll type in my username and I'll also enter my password. I'll click on sign in. Starter plan, monthly subscription, and 1 month subscription for $1. I already have my card added, so I don't need to do anything else. You probably also have got your card added since you've already purchased your domain. So let's click on confirm payment. Okay, so we've bought the hosting, and now EasyWP is asking us to select a domain that we want to connect to this hosting so that we can deploy our website on that domain using this particular hosting. They are giving you two options. Actually, there are two possibilities. The first possibility is that you've bought your domain from Namecheap, and the second possibility is that you don't have a domain or you've bought a domain from another registrar. Since we've got our domain from Namecheap, we'll select this first option, and if you notice, we don't have that domain that we just bought, completewpmastery.com, that is not available in this drop down list. So in order to fix this, what we'll do is we'll head over to namecheap.com, and we're already logged in. Let's visit the dashboard of Namecheap and visit the manage page of the domain. So if you go there and scroll down a bit, you'll find this name servers option. We don't want to use custom DNS. Custom DNS is used when you want to host your website on another hosting that is other than Namecheap, right? So if you buy your hosting from, let's say, GoDaddy or some other company, what they'll do is they'll give you some IP addresses or some name servers. The name servers are nothing but special domain names. They'll give you some IP addresses, and you'll need to enter those in these text boxes, right? But we have our hosting from Namecheap itself. So what we'll do is we'll select Namecheap Basic DNS and click on this tick mark. Let it save. And let's come back to this first tab and refresh. So you'll see this domain is available now in this list because Namecheap has detected that we want to use that particular domain with this particular hosting. So let's select this domain and click on continue. They are offering you some add-ons which I don't want. We'll come to these later on in the course. We don't need these as of now. So let's just skip this step. Let's review the details. Okay, we've got starter monthly plan. The domain is correct. And our website will be live at this. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Let's click on continue. So there you have it. Your website is ready. It has been deployed on the website hosting that we've bought, and you can view that website simply by clicking on this link, and there you go. Obviously the website looks raw. It's the stock content that ships with the default WordPress installation. But the most important point is our website is accessible on this domain. If you type this into your address bar, the website will open up. And if you click on this admin button, you'll be taken to the dashboard of WordPress, which we'll discuss in future videos. In this video, we've bought website hosting. We've connected our domain with the website hosting that we've bought from EasyWP, and it is accessible. As you can see, if you type the domain name into your address bar, the website opens up perfectly. In the next video, we'll do some more groundwork before actually proceeding with the actual WordPress website development.